What's the deal, gang? What goes on? What's everyone doing?
Yo,
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Boy, did I come back to craziness. What's going on? What's going on?
how was the Colombian bunda?
It was nuts. I came back yesterday, last night at like midnight. Dropped off. I had my kids stay with the grandparents for a week with my parents, and yeah, I see it. Nate. Yeah, and I picked them up yesterday. Flew in, got in around 11 midnight, something like that. Picked up the kids, went home, and came back to a flood. There was water running from the second floor AC unit, which powers the entire house, down to the first floor. I had like 2 or 3 inches of water in my entire first floor. I went down here into the office. I'm lucky everything's on a pedestal. I learned my lesson from prior times, and yo, I had them cleaning shit out the entire day, drying shit out. I had to go and take it's school night too, right? We came back like fuck today's to school, and then they gotta clean all this out. I got back here like a few hours ago, but it still wasn't things still weren't dry. They're kind of drying up right now. There's a funky smell because like everything was wet, so they're gonna have to like run through the house. My ceiling is like a big hole in the ceiling where that AC unit is, where the water was leaking, that they're gonna have to patch up tomorrow and redo everything. So like, I mean, it's not a big deal, but I came back to craziness, and it's like I thought the vacation was crazy. I just came back to insanity. I wasn't sure if I'd stream here right now today, but here we are. Of opportunity. Um, yeah. So we're back, and let's get into it. Gold ranged through the morning. Really ugly morning on gold. A little bit of an afternoon push. So there was opportunity here about an hour ago. I'm sorry, I wasn't on. Right as the market opened right here off these limits. I don't know if anyone took advantage of it. Advantage of the limits happening right now here. We got about 2 minutes here. It's the new hour opens here. Let's see what we have. Let's draw up our levels. The daily closed massively bearish. Now we're opening up within this chop. Daily sucks here on gold. The 4-hour did close bullish, did close above the range. Current 4 hours created a top, but come back down. We'll see where this 4-hour closes an hour from now. If we respect these previous 4-hour levels, we should be coming back up here to around 5190, 5200 areas. The 1 hour has printed a resistance up here. 30 has printed a support down here. 15 will confirm both those levels. Let's see, maybe we can get some closure below or some bearish exposure, right? Still bearish, still bullish. Still tough here. 1 minute closure in 1 minute from now. Yeah, I would really rather look for buys, but it doesn't look like this candle wants to give much direction here on the 30. 15 is kind of creating this chop. Let's see what it does. And let's see what NQ is doing as well. Push up. The opposite. In the chop, but bullish daily. Nice. Bullish 4-hour. Bullish 1 hour. Interesting. Up above this area here. From where it could push up. Did get that push up here to resistance areas. Yeah. Yeah, as far as NQ goes, at this point, I just want to be inside this range. so roughly 100 pips worth of profits. Okay. Year of the horse, brother, might be your year of situations. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Started 101K now. Let's go 10x W. Imagine if you started at 100K, you'd be at $1 million. But the Zoom door, come on in. Yep, here we go. The new hour just opened up here. We're kind of mid-range here. Respecting this level to the left here. Yeah, we're mid-range here on NASDAQ MGC. Oof. This happened fast here. Did we create a top wick first? I wonder how this printed. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. No, we created a bottom wick first here. Yeah, let's see if we get some bullish closures. Oh, man. Quite interesting how that printed here. Wouldn't do anything till we're outside of this little mini range, but bottom wick first, right? Yeah. Just kind of mid-range here on gold and on NQ.
I actually trade ES. I prefer ES for some reason.
Yeah, it's just not as technical as either NQ or like NQ is much closer to gold than ES is in terms of its movement, in terms of how it's affected prints, and even then, gold is way more technical than NQ and way more technical than ES. But it's really preference wise, right? Like trading it, that means you have some kind of edge on it, but it's not as technical as and it's not as close to gold as Q is. That's for sure. How many years you in the game? Man, I've been doing this 8 years. 8. Who's the raccoon? That's options, bro. It's the OG. You're in short right now on what? NQ? Daughter's first birthday today. Hey, happy birthday to the kiddo. I gotta say this. If you're going to Colombia for a culinary experience, is definitely not a culinary experience. Matter of fact, if you want a culinary experience, Colombia should be like one of the last things on the list. Your food sucks. Food ass, 100% trash. Sorry if you're Colombian. I love you guys. You guys have great coke. The worst fucking food in the world. Your weed sucks too, by the way.
You got great women though.
No, the women sucked as well, bro.
What part of
Oh, they
Colombia
got
were you in?
They got nice bunda over there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, honestly, I didn't. How did you survive with a fucking? How did I survive the E. coli and the fucking and the food poisoning and the? Oh, man, it's crazy. You won the last giveaway, didn't get a response on Instagram. Yeah, I was with the top one guys, so they were supposed to do it. They were supposed to do it on Thursday, but we had crazy shit happen on Thursday. I don't know if I can talk about it on stream. So they're gonna be back probably from the rest of the gang is back probably tomorrow, I think. Must have went to Cartagena. Yeah, it was terrible. They sucked. Yeah, no, the food was ass. Honestly, your food sucks. All your food sucks. Everywhere we went, the food sucks. You nuked the bathroom? Dude, there's probably like thousands of videos of me throwing up from like a 4th floor balcony inside the old city. You know the Cartagena, the walled city? They have like a walled city, the old city. It's like a castle, it's surrounded by castle walls. And then there's this restaurant like at the peak of it where you come out on the balcony and you're like the Pope. You walk out and you're like it's the only balcony. You're like in the center square, and you walk out and you're like, oh, you know, the Pope walks out on his thing. There's thousands. So I walked out and people thought I was gonna say a prayer. I didn't. I fucking puked all over everybody. It was raining down there. Funny thing is, the Spanish lady, she looks at me, she goes, I'm like, bitch, you gave me some wild shit. Why are you going like this to me? I got half the crew throwing up. Now you're taking Colombian. We were Colombian food. Cartagena sucks. Yeah, we had a blast. Food sucked. We had a blast. We had a great time. And the people I was with, there's no way we weren't gonna have a blast. But we got into some beef with the cartel. Then we got into, like, on the very first day, it was pretty wild. Then we had to squash the beef, which was another story on its own. I don't know if I should tell these stories online. I don't know if these people want me to tell these stories. The food was made from literally, honestly, what the fuck is up with the culture over there? Why does every appetizer, like every type of appetizer, has to be cooked separately? We never all of us got our food at the same time. It'd be like an hour in between everybody get their food. But yeah, I didn't notice the women because I was honestly, I in general don't notice other women. Kind of like, I'm still mesmerized by my lady, forever and always. But man, like we were the best looking people out in the entire country. Yeah, I'm looking at this level here. Can't limit this. This is the 4-hour rebreak of the highs here. Look at this. See, we had a 4-hour closure there, but now we're about to fill this. And the daily rebreak of the highs. No sells off of here. And on GC, oh damn, that filled up and filled the whole range, didn't it? You know how they get you? You know how they get you in Colombia? You'd be like, yo, so you find somebody, right? You find somebody from a cartel, or you just go outside and they find you. First of all, they find me as soon as I landed in the airport. They were yelling, Rasta! Rasta! Anyway, so you walk over and you'd be like, look, how much for some bud? Can you give me some bud? He'd be like, yeah, it's $30 a gram. Right? Or something like that. No, it was like $20 a gram or something like that. I don't know. I was like, all right, so give me an eighth. He's like, no, papi, we no sell eighth. I give you something to try. You like it, you pay. You don't like it, you pay anyway. Well, he said, you don't like it, you give it back. So I was like, all right, so he's going to give me a sample. Motherfucker brings me a zip. I'm like, wow, that's a nice sample. I try it. And I'm like, look, this is too much. I can't have this. And he goes, no, papi. I cannot take it back. So you got to pay cash. No, dog. And then somebody I was with is like, yo, I need to get some blow. We were with like 25 people. I can't tell you exactly who. So go outside and, well, I didn't go with him. He goes outside and he's like, yo, I need some blow. He's like, yo, it's 50 a gram. Okay, fine. 50 a gram. He goes, he picks it up. Dude gives him 5 grams. This guy thinks, oh, it's 50 a gram. I'm paying this guy $50 because, like, we just spoke about that. It's 50 a gram. Okay, deal. But the guy gave him 5 grams, and the dude's like, all right, yeah, I just got a really good deal, $50. I'm like, no, bro, trust me, you owe him money. He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you owe him money because, look, he said 50 a gram, but he didn't specify how much he gave. That's how they got me with the weed. He didn't specify how much he gave you. So he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not getting scammed like that. He took it, goes upstairs. Next time I come downstairs, there's like 20 cartel dudes, like 4 on the corner. Everybody just fucking waiting for this thing. Waiting for this thing. So, Wix 9 turns into fucking squash the beef, dude. No, it's honestly, it's not cartel or not cartel. They all work with each other. They all know each other. The dude just turned around, whistled, and like 40 dudes off the beach came off. It's wild over there. We ready to scrap, if anything? It was a lot of us. Yeah, it would have been, I mean, it would have been on, but it would probably have ended up bad because I think like because the following days, I saw the dudes person talking to the most fucking ghetto motherfuckers on the strip, and then I see them like hanging out with the police, right? So I'm like, yo, they all have the same boss, whether it's the cop, whether it's the guy that's doing the umbrellas on the beach, whether it's the guy selling you the blow, right? They all have the same boss. They all answer to the same guy. But it was fun as shit. We had a lot of fun. You go skiing? I mean, what happens in Colombia stays in Colombia, right? They was offering you because, yeah, like I was the official, like, hey guys, if you don't want to go look for a dealer, just take Wix with you and he'll attract a dealer. Just take Wix with you on the walk down the strip and he will attract the people that you are looking for. There's no need to go looking for anybody. As soon as I go outside, people would be yelling from the beach, from across the street, like, Rasta! What? I got Papi. I smell black. I smell black. Is is a Colombian. It's no black. You thought your ass was local? No, they thought I was Jamaican, bro. But all you needed to do was bring Wix with you, and you don't need to go look nothing. Look for nothing. This shit just comes to you. Plus, Wix really knows how to talk. A lot of the fellas are like, I'm just like, look, bro, this is what we need. This is what's got to happen, and this is how you're trying to hustle me. I know it ahead of time. So let's work out you hustling me later on at some other point in time. Right now, we need to get a deal done. Like, I know you're trying to hustle me. You know you're trying to hustle me. So I'm trying to be here next month and have you hustle me again. So let's work this out where I don't feel hustled right now. Dude looking at my sneakers like, oh, Supreme, nice sneakers. I was like, these are fake, bro. These? You don't want these. These are fake. Supreme, it's not even, you see, this shit ain't Air Jesus, bro. They're not even Jordans, bro. Air Jesus. Yeah. Instead of the Jumpman logo, I got the Jesus logo. Nice catch, Bougie. Bougie, what'd you catch? Herpes. How's the smoke? Yeah, weed sucked. Shitty weed. How you feel about Mike Evans to the 49ers? I mean, they need him in the Bay Area more than they need him on the East Coast here. Thank you. I see oil go from 80 to 121, then crash back to 81 in 2 days. Yeah. I didn't see it. Smoke sucked. Food sucked. Other than that, everything was fun. I didn't go there for that. I just, like, made some of the best memory of my life. It was a lot of fun. Probably made a few forever friendships too, right? Some of the connections established were like, did you like Cartagena? I'm probably not going back. It wasn't worth a return trip. Like I'm probably not going back. Not because hey, I'm scared, but because like there's better places to visit. Island hopping. We've been on every island, bro, over there. We went on Pablo's Island. We went on islands that weren't really islands. It's the best city in Colombia, but that's what I'm saying. If that's the best Colombia has to offer, I'm not going back to Colombia. I didn't go to one, but we went to all the exclusive places. It's just it's more family friendly, right, than other places in Colombia, I would say, but it's you could have better times. Wix 9 shitting on Colombia stream. No, I liked it. I had fun, but like better places. Especially like you're going on vacation, you want some great food. You want, I don't know, you just the water sucks. Honestly, you guys had some really dirty water. Your water, whatever's coming out from the sink, whatever coming out from the showers, like you need to live in Colombia and have all of that, um, all of their sicknesses and their right. You need to build your immune system in Colombia first before enjoying Colombia. Like I had to brush my teeth with fucking bottled water. Your water's fucking disgusting. It's everywhere. It just smells different. I'm telling you went to bad places. No, it's just the water quality in your country sucks. Gotta stick to bottled water when you're in countries. Like, yeah, everyone told me. Everyone told me initially, like when like people that have been to Colombia plenty of times, they're like, "Yo, stick to bottled water, bro. Like, don't nothing out of the sink. You're taking a shower, keep your mouth closed. You know, he told me." Is the best water? No. How about this? I felt sick after every single thing I ate. There was not a single time I had breakfast, lunch, or dinner that I didn't feel sick at. No matter where we went. It's just your food cooks different. Everything is just not used to it. And the thing is, I wasn't the only one. I was with a large group of people, and more than half the people felt sick. No trade with this push? Well, I was just looking at it down here, but I would have needed a top wick first, bottom wick, and then the rebreak of the highs. We would have taken it, but it made that bottom wick first, so there was no trade. The locals out there got stomachs that are built for it? Yeah, 100%. You went to an island? No, I went to many islands. We stayed for the most part at Cartagena Plaza Hotel, so right on the beach. Looking for a pancake sell. Levels are a bit tough here on the hourly. I mean, are you going to use 41.79 or 41.86? That's an 80 pip difference just in where this level is. And even if you're going to use that, that's 250 pip stop. Banana Plaza is 3 stars. Yeah, we didn't. The hotel behind us was really dope. It had the It had the bar in the lobby and the rooftop. The problem is it wasn't on the beach, and we want it to be right on the beach. All right, so you see us pushing up above this most recent resistance we made. I'd like to get some buys up to there if we can form a support up here. All right, the 30 is about to close above the range. Let's see what happens here. Definitely no pancake sells for me right now. With the 4 hour, yeah, everything bullish now. Your range trade is your strategy. Well, I'm not in a trade, and we are in a range, so no. We do trade ranges. We do trade breakouts. We do trade reversals. We trade everything as long as we can build the narrative around. Best experience? Go to Sofitel. No, I'm like, there's going to be no more travel. Like, if your city doesn't have a Ritz, I'm not going. You better have the Ritz in your town. That's my travel strategy from now on. You don't have the Ritz? I ain't going. Good, they're building one? Yeah, if they're building the Ritz, that's where the fuck I'll stay next time. If they build one, if you build one, they will come. Yeah, I'd like the next trip to be like, honestly, like Italy or Spain. Missed you by 20 pips. Okay. Also, my bad, gang. I had 2 positions this morning, both on NQ, and neither one of them got sent out in signals. And I just fixed the signals. I was testing them right before the stream started. I did have 2 W's today, and I just could not get them. I didn't, like, my signals were not working for some reason. They weren't attached. Everything had reset. Yeah, plus my flood today. Half my apartment getting flooded. I'm sorry, I have my house and my apartment. My house getting flooded. People at the Zoom door, come in. Not go to Italy, shit's overhyped. Yeah, but like, it would be a lot of fun. Will you and Don be trading NY session together or separately? I don't know. What did Don say? What did Don say? You were on his stream, not me. What did he say? Had back call accident. My car flipped after 6 days of financing it. That's one way to return a car. That's one way to cancel on your purchase. Damn, I hope you're all right, bro. Go to India. Come to India, my friend. Cleanest water there. Best guy. Bro, you guys fucking take showers in a river, in a city river. I'm not going to India. Fuck no, my friend. The dirtiest country and most polluted country in the world. Oh. I said I felt like shit in Colombia. You think I'm going to India? I need to go to, like, Japan. Back in the days, you and Don used to have a few more traders. That means. They used to trade with? Oh, no, no. Right, we got a wick to fill here. You see what the level is? You see how I said, which level do we go off of? Do we go off this limit or off this? And look at that rejection off that wick. But it should fill the wick. Hold on. If we're able to tap into these areas, I'm down here. Go for a wick fill. Stop. Yeah, we really got to tap into this yellow line here. Oof. Let's see if we can tap into that area. And then if we break the high after that. Nice. Yo, like, oh, this is gold. I can't do that on here. Fuck. All right, so on the live account, I'm gonna have a buy stop here. On this, I can't, for some reason, we can't trade. Remember, we still can't trade. So I was talking to the top one guys. They said gold's gonna be back up. They're gonna open it back up for us to trade. Okay, partials will be right here. This is what I will look for. We need to tap into that area. That's a support area. And if we do, partials will be right there. Like this. I don't know if Benny likes this position here or not, but this is good. This is good because we've tapped this area. Now we either need to form a support here or slingshot back up. You can place your order on your 150K funded. Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. This is MGC. I can't trade it. The reason is you're on a funded, I'm on a live. They have not, I don't think they've activated yet for the live account. Let's see if I can put a buy stop of a 1 here. See if we bring that to 1. All right? I don't think it's going to let me do that anyway. Yeah, you see, on the live accounts, they have not activated it yet. But on the fundeds, yeah, I think you're able to trade gold. All right, we're flipping. We're about to get our position here. Current candle stops. We've tapped, the key here is we've tapped previous resistance that can now act as a support. So the stops will be back in range a little bit lower here. There. Keep stops 5160 dots. So we should be active. Right there, move stops to break even. It tapped our TP on the, it missed me by a pip. It missed my TP here by a pip. Stops to break even. Partials, we were like 1 pip away from partials. It's gonna fucking tap us back out. Push up! I'm gonna move TP here to the top of the wick that we made here. See if we can retest that wick. Literally missed us by a pip. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god! Motherfucker! And now it's gonna hit TP. Watch. Anybody get the closure there? You closed for 80? I don't know where you saw 80.
I had partials for a little bit lower than you, and
Wow.
I
I
was
had my
able to get
partials here at 40 pips, and we hit 37. Motherfucker. The reason I have partials in that level, right? You guys see where it is, right? There's a reason that's a partial. Scroll to the left. You see the wicks here. You see these wicks right here. These famous last wicks. Famous last wicks. Right here. This white line is based off of this wick, the extent of that range. Once we fill that, you see the heavy rejection down off that wick. That's why that's there. We missed us by a pip. Yeah, for BE for us over there. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I mean, it's a solid trade, but unfortunately, 37 pips BE, and then it hits full TP. Yeah, it took me out as well. Don't worry about it. Just a break-even trade. But the idea was right. We saw that we needed to tap back into that previous support before getting in there. We did not put a buy stop there till it did tap this area, and then it fills the wick, right? Now you're tapping into this rejection area that I pointed out that goes across here. And from there, you can reject heavy. That's why that was a partial. If you took a W there, congrats. I didn't. I got knocked out at BE, but the idea is, you know, it was a 2-pip difference. So the idea worked. Great job. Congrats to everybody that got the W. Thank you. 20 minutes here. It's for the 4-hour closure. Update session trades. What? Oh, guys, we had a BE. No, I'll add that later. Break even number 172. Very simple. That was a very simple idea. You understand the wick fill. It's just, and you also understand, look at that. It tapped this again on the dot and rejected again. So we understand the levels. We could take advantage of them. Or we could take advantage of. Yo, for some reason, I have not been able to get back to myself. Like, I've been feeling like crap. Like, the entire 2 days since I came back. I got heartburn, indigestion, fucking... constipation, irritation. Yo, there was one point in the trip where I was peeing out of my ass. Like, it's just... it's crazy. I'm not going to Colombia for a culinary experience. Drink water with lemon. Yeah, I tried that. I think it got me more sick. Did that in Mexico. Great time. Yeah, I mean. Next time you got to pack your own food. That was another crazy thing. In the US, you could not get on the plane with your own water. You cannot walk through the airport with like an open container of food. Yo, in Colombia, bro, I could have gotten on a fucking plane with a brick. Yo, they let me in with like, I'm smoking a vape. I got a lighter on me. I got a little pocket knife, Swiss Army knife. I'm walking in with fucking open food, with vegetable. I'm chewing a sandwich. Chewing a sandwich, not tuna sandwich. Chewing a sandwich. And they're looking at me like, Rasta, go ahead, get on the plane. I'm like, can I have a little more security than this? Can you guys fucking Just secure the plane. I don't want to be doubting. If I can bring shit on, imagine everybody else. They did not give a fuck. They're like, if anything, America will stop them. They wanted no part of telling me I'm not getting on the plane. That's the wild. Like, I literally could have packed all of my own food if I was coming from Colombia. If I did that shit coming from the US, right now, I'd be in a fucking bathroom stall in an airport police precinct, squatting naked while they trying to fucking search my anal cavity. If that shit was the US. That's why you should own a private jet. Well, I don't own a PJ. Sorry. Congrats to everybody on that W. Whoever took that W. Got slight Spanish. Yeah, after this trip, I got a slight Spanish accent. I had to tell all the mommies that the fucking papicito taken. Oh wait, Ito's small. No. Papi. You still in buys? No, it hit B. It came back. After it tapped that white line, you saw it came back. Tapped there. And see that? It went boom. Boom, took everybody out, and then it pushed back up. Ejectocito, cut. Diarrhea is part of traveling? Yeah, well, it wasn't on my itinerary, bro. My girl was like, you overdrank. You got alcohol point. You overdrank by 1 a.m. I'm fine. She's puking. I'm like, oh, you still think I overdrank? Who's puking now? She's over there like barfing her hand. I'm over there standing on top of her like Tyson, knocking her out and shit like this. You still think it's alcohol poisoning? Let me hold your hair like while you puke. He's like, nah, it's something else. I was like, you see, we definitely ate something next morning. Like 16 people. Like it was a lot of us. It was like 30 people. It was a good 30 of us. And like more than like a good 16, 20 people got sick. Yeah, I was good by 1 a.m. But by like 1 a.m., like 20 other people were like done for. I'm definitely somewhere. I told you, I'm definitely on some video somewhere online because there were thousands of people videotaping me puking from the fucking Pope's balcony. A crowd gathered. Imagine Saturday night, old town, Cartagena, the walled city, bright lights, party, big parties going on everywhere. I'm on this fucking I'm on this balcony. And I come out. People think I'm like Tiesto. I'm gonna perform right now, right? Like I'm bringing out a whole seat. Nope. That ain't it. And all of a sudden, the crowd gathered. Everyone's filming. Definitely video of me online making it rain somewhere. Yeah. The worst is, you know, it's all right when you're either puking or you got diarrhea. That's all right. The crazy part is when you're doing both. Is when you have both. That's the crazy part. Breathe air. This is healthier than the air in Colombia. I swear, you breathe air in Colombia, and it's like you just did an A-ball. There's just coke in the air. You take the lip off the top of the toilet. Yo, it made for such a great time though. Like now that you think about it, like all the shit that we went through, the cartel thing, the fucking the drug thing, the weed, the blow, the food, it made for such a great time, bro. I'm surprised you didn't come back with braids. No, but I told the fellas, everyone that got the braids done, I was like, this is how dreadlocks start, right? This is what this is the gateway drug, the gateway haircut to dreadlocks. You know how weed is the gateway drug for other drugs? Where getting braids on vacation is like the gateway haircut to getting dreadlocks. I went on a cruise. I got braids. Then I got cornrows. And then I got a year later, I'm walking around Miami with dreadlocks. So I told the fellas. What's his name? Real Deal Zach? Real Deal Futures. Yeah, he was like, man, I might. It turns out he's like 2 exits away from me. I just made, contact with another streamer. And he lives like a few exits away from me. Yeah, they braid dreadlocks also. The lady on the beach was trying to get mine. I was like, nah. You are not fucking up my hair. I'm not going to be that teenage girl that comes back to class after a school or after a family vacation with braids. Remember, everybody had a friend in school. They go on a vacation. They come back with braids. You'd be like, you went to the islands. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't going to let him fuck up my hair. They be wanting to massage everybody. Everywhere you go, be like, Rasta, you want massage? Massage? They charge you on $100 on the beach for they charge $15 to do your hair, whole head. And Zach, I think he gave her another $15. She almost fucking lost her mind. She gave her $15 in Colombian pesos, and then he gave her $15 in dollars. And she's like, I'll wait here forever on this beach for you till you come next time. Full TP for you, yeah, bro. Whatever. I mean, our levels were on point here. Anybody take that limit sell off here? Remember we said which level? This level, this level. Yeah, no, solid trade there. Solid trade there. It missed us by a pip. That TP missed us by a pip. Look, but the full wick got filled there. So, I mean, that's the end of that position. Now you wait on the 4-hour close here in 11 minutes. Do what NQ did. Nothing. In this hour, NQ did shit.
NQ and ES are great for New York.
You'll see more volume for New York. Yeah, there's nothing that's like really pushing now, but like there's NQ's got some structure. Not anywhere near to the structure we see on gold, but structure. Like, look at this. We told these levels on point, right? We had the white line marked up on points. This is easy to do these levels because the pair is so technical. We had this yellow line here on point. We had the stops here on point, right? We didn't open our position. We didn't open the stop itself until this level. We knew this is the level we need to get to. Right there. And it came back on the dot to that level. Like, this would be a lot more difficult if gold wasn't that technical, but because it is a very technical pair, we can set these levels and be fairly confident in our levels because they play out to the T like over 90% of the time. Then we had one on the last day where you guys saw like pictures, all of us in white. The waves were so mad. We were on a catamaran, right? It was pretty big boat. And the wind was so fucking heavy that he couldn't pull it up to the dock. So we had to take a little dinghy. Like whatever the US Navy SEALs pull up on whenever they're doing an operation, those little rubber boats, the dark ones, they pull up in the middle of the night. That's exactly how we needed to get on the catamaran. We had the ladies in their fucking high heels and their dresses jumping off the dock, off the pier, into the dinghy, like they're fucking Navy SEALs. Some of them almost poked a hole in the damn dinghy. And then the dinghy takes you like 3 at a time, 4 at a time to the yacht. And then from the dinghy, you gotta like do a pull-up to get onto the damn boat. It was wild. I learned how to be a Navy SEAL, how to be a fucking nutritionist, how to be a fucking cleaning lady, room service. I've learned everything. Try playing the levels in NQ like in gold and is no bueno. NQ is a bit different. It moves a bit. It's not as technical, even though it is very technical. It's not as technical, and those nuances matter, right? So you need to watch pairs for a long time. Like I'm very confident in gold because I know and I have enough knowledge that's guided by experience when it comes to gold to understand how levels work, how they operate, what levels are respected, and in what situations levels are valid, what times, right? How they print, the relationship between the candles on gold, right? How one closes and the next one opens based on the levels and the timing. We don't have that kind of data on NQ, right? So and each pair has its own nuances. Like price action is price action, but there are certain nuances that are specific to the pair, to the contract that you're trading. And NQ simply is not as technical as gold. Look at this, the 4-hour rebreak at a high after that bottom wick. Absolutely no limit sells here. Can it work? Yes. Will I be in it? Ooh. 7 minutes here. Dreamcatcher was posting an update every story. Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to say, but I'm not sure who Dreamcatcher is, but shout out to you. It's dope. People paying attention. I was just trying to figure out what he was trying to say with those pictures. Huh? Do, 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 do. Yeah, I'm not interested in anything gold after this. Yeah, after our level, after the break of the highs and the position that we took, I'm not interested in much here unless we start printing some more structure. So we're either going to have to pull back or we have to form some kind of range here before taking another position. But yeah, please, gang, drop a like, sub to the channel. Drop a like if you got a W on that position. Please share this stream and sub to the channel if you're getting some value out of this. If you're picking up on knowledge that you never have before, or if you're enjoying the stream for any weird reason, for any wild reason in hell. Oh, How many stream? We stream every single day. I wanted to stream so bad this morning. I was so hyped, but unfortunately, couldn't even stay at home. I had to be in a little hotel because my whole house got flooded. If I showed up a day later, let's say I extended my ticket and showed up today instead of yesterday night, gang. My house would have been underwater. Like the water probably would have been like up to the table here. I showed up and literally when I put my foot inside my house, like my entire ankle was underwater. Good 2 to 3 inches of water. Maybe 4. So it's just they were pumping water out of here. Crazy. Gate for life. I just started a combine. Hype to learn. Oh man, you better change your name to Trade for Life. That's Gate for Life. You better be about it. Look at this fucking position about to hit full TP. Ain't that a bitch? There's absolutely no way we would have secured this full position because this came back to break even twice, a couple of times. But there it goes. Full TP. About to be hit. Unless we waited for the wick fill for BE. I'm not doing that once we... The white line was BE. Not the wick fill. I'm never waiting for that full wick fill. Never. And majority of the time, you'll get that fill before you get the BE, but... Right back, thank you. Looking lovely here on the 4 hour, but there's 3 minutes left here. About to leave the only fucking leg candle on the 4 hours. Heavily bullish. Not gonna do shit here. Look at this daily. Bottom wick, top wick made. Next 4 hour might give you a fucking 600,000 pip top wick. Just this 300 pips technically. 300 pips in gold terms. But the 4 hour is coming to a close. This 4 hour. No top wick, my friend. No top wick. Oil money come back to gold. So I'm really bullish on gold. I mean on oil, right? But I'm very rangy on gold. I don't think gold pushes up. If anything, I figured gold would be a little bit down this week. Look at the weekly close there, right? Bearish weekly close, heavy weekly close. We haven't had that before. So I figured, just look at this previous close, right? You see how heavy that wick was? I was under the impression this is what we're going to do this week as well. This week, we're going to come down, fill the wick down here, and then push up. And based on the fundamentals, it would make sense. Oil up, gold should be a little bit more bearish. But because we have so much shit going on, I'm figuring gold's not really going to come down, but it might range. So I'm not expecting a push up all the way here. I think we stay stuck in a range here on gold. We don't really have any catalysts to drive the market. We look at the news. There was nothing today. There's nothing tomorrow. And there ain't shit happening until Wednesday, right? CPI. So I think until CPI here, we kind of stay in this massive range. It's a range. But it's a big range. So there's levels to play here. But that's my perspective right now. Who's from Canada here? Man, forget the northern Mexicans. Forget northern Mexico. Let's worry about gold. I was bearish on gold until market closed today. Market closed bearish as well today. Respecting support, right? So it makes sense to kind of range. Bearish at support. This closes with no top wick. Our positions for the next 4 hour camp probably till 2 a.m. will be shot here. Because it's not only an hourly closure here in 30 seconds, it's also the 4 hour closure. So you're going to want the next 4 hour to clearly establish a range, support, resistance, right? Fill the range. That'll be your advantage. Those maple syrup people. I got heartburn now too. We've been talking about all this Colombian shit. I got heartburn. Damn, and my nose got stuffed. Just discussing Colombia, my nose is. And there's the closure. Damn. What a closure. No top wick. Market missed us, dissed us, left us in the mist, bruh. Candles twist up. Fake break, tried to trick us. Liquidity whispers, where the big funds drift us. Patience in the pocket while the weak hands switch up. Can KR retest till 5150? Well, I don't know what KR is. Blow my nose.
Might be a good area sometime to go long on the crude.
What?
I said it might be around this area to go long on crude.
To go long on what?
Oh, crude oil.
On crude? Yeah, I just don't trade oil since the moment it went below zero. I remember oil being at like 14 cents or something.
Yeah, I don't trade it either, but
and my friend was like, my friend was like, yo, I'm full margin right now on oil. How much lower can it go? And this motherfucker blew his account because the oil went to negative 40. Oil went to minus 40. My boy bought it almost zero. Full margin. Yeah, I don't trade gold. I mean, oil. I don't fuck with oil. What a closure. Yeah, man. Can we get a top wick here? Where's the resistance? Reggie, you in here on MQ? Is Reggie even in here? Yeah, Reggie's in.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm not on YouTube though.
You see this 4-hour leg candle?
Yeah, but that's the 4 hour. I can't take a 4 hour like candle.
Yeah, that top wick going
I
to be
can't
somewhere
take.
up here.
Yeah, I can't take that. No, I saw it, but I can't. Nothing I can do with that.
Yeah, I like this hourly closure though. You know what would be cool here? It's a little tough to really take a sell immediately, right? Especially with this push on the 4 hour. But what you can do here, you can either wait for a range to form, or if we're able to kind of, right, if we do this on the higher time frame, like on the 30, but there's a small little range printed here. On the 15, oh, let's just see if we can get some price action like this, right? If you're able to. Right, we're able to kind of do this. Right, now you're creating a range here, so a closure below that range. You can say that should bring you down. If we're able to do that, I will look for sells there. Right, because we form a support, or we respect resistance. We bounce down off resistance, breaking a support. Top wick, break at a low should fill the range down here. But there's also a way to take buys.
I was gonna say, let's say that plays out what you just drew with. Yeah. Would that current candle be your stops, or the biggest candle to your left be your stops? That wick.
My stop would be somewhere right here. It wouldn't be this. Okay. It would be somewhere above the range. If that candle does this and then comes down, right? If it taps into like mid-range up here and comes down, it'll be this candle. Yeah. If it taps this area,
current candle, got it.
I really want to have a stop above this area. So somewhere mid-range, I'll go somewhere in here.
Got it.
5,000 flat looks decent. But yeah, I'd want a current candle stop, but I'd want that current candle to give you that wick and then break down. It wouldn't be current candle. It would be this candle we trade right here, but the stop would be here. Once we start leaving this area and start pushing down, I'll bring my stops down.
Okay.
It really depends, because you might make that bottom wick come up here, right? You make the bottom wick first, come back up here, and then if you re-break the low, it doesn't make sense to keep stop up here. You've got to go current candle because you've already topped out. You've made that push up, top down, then you come down. Right, but if you don't make that bottom wick, then you can definitely re-break that high and then break the low. So I think if a bottom wick prints here first, you go current candle and then the re-break at a low. But like I said, we can definitely have buys and it would fall in line with the daily, but we're going to need for that green candle then, instead of respecting resistance, we need to close above. And if the case is this, right? If that's the case, yeah, we're looking for buys here on the following candle. Advantage point up here. Actually, probably this candle right here. That's your advantage point. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
What broker I use for a live account? AMP Futures. AMP Futures is live account. So this is where we are on NQ. See, so it's gonna print a little bit of what we drew out, and then it just really depends on how the following candles print. I think we'll be here for, I'll be here till the 30 closes. I want to see how we do here. Maybe it'll force our hand and make us stay here longer. Oh, that gave you full TP here. That position gave you full TP there, 150 pips. Sold in 94. So that's what I was asking. Where was your sell here? 94 based off what? A 5-minute? Oh, you're going strictly based off the Bookmap, right? It's all good, Rich. Trump's talking now? No, he's not, is he? Where? Yeah, that entry was based off Bookmap, yeah. Live now from Fox on YouTube. It's got to be recorded. He's not talking right now. Live on YouTube means like the shit could have happened anytime in the last year. Based on that 5, well, this looks like a good place to buy. But that's only a fucking 5-minute. You feel me? But it does look like a great place to buy based on a very small time frame off the 5-minute right here. Based on the way that candle closed, how we opened up here, we should make a steeper top wick. If this was a higher time frame, I'm not putting a lot of trust in the 5 here. So there's not much. We want to print some structure, right? So maybe it comes back here. If we can print a support here, let's say a 15 closes bullish. Yeah, we can start looking for that drive up, but it might just slingshot up. You know what I mean? Look what it's doing right now. There you go. There's that 5 flip. That would be partials right there. If this was a higher time frame, a 15 or 30, we'd be all in there, all up over that, and that would have been right there. Partials would have been on a flip, 54 pips, and stops to break even. Like I said, only a 5. But you see how technical this pair is, that we can just, based off the levels and the small time, like you can pretty much see what makes sense, because gold is so technical. It makes our life easier. So I love trading gold. Remember, it's only a 5-minute candle, so it's right. It might do things technically that make sense, but on the higher time frame is really going to determine where we're going. If this candle can re-break its own high, I would not mind a sell. Stop. It would have to re-break its own high and come right back down. Kind of look like this candle here. It'd have to come back up, re-break the high there. Flippity flop. But boy, am I glad to be back. What a great first breakdown and first trade. Yeah. Signals caught a little. Oh yeah, Signals didn't catch the earlier position on NQ. Sorry, but I did. Sorry, I got 2 dubs and a break even here today. But a great first day back. All 3 positions worked out. Nah, let it RBR and go. Anything else is very. What is that? Oh, what does RBR mean? Oh, let it range break retest. What it's doing right now is going to create a little smaller time frame range. If it pushes down heavier, there's just no edge for us to take advantage of, right? No opportunity. But based on what we expect here, right, we can still print. Remember? This can still print. So can the closure back below and for us to take sells. All of that can still print. The daily here. The daily. The daily range. All right. Rally base rally. Oh, what did I say? Range break retest? It's probably the same shit. I never heard anyone say RBR. I've heard people say BRB. But I thought you meant in first. I was like, let it be right back. I was like, okay. Old school shit. Solo trader said back in my day. Crazy thing is he's probably like 17. Remember let it create a support? What do you mean remember? I came up with the let it create a support. I'm the original let support be created and then let's hop on. The original Dundada. Damn, that smacked the shit out of our TP. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. nobody said I'm on mute here. Hey, gang. All right, let me repeat this. I thought nobody really cared. If you're on Zoom, oh, there we go. We're slingshotting off that area. So remember we said that 5-minute was lovely for that area, but it was only a 5-minute. There's nothing we can do there. Not fucking around with the 5-minute. Let's take it in NQ. What I was going to say is if you're on the Zoom side, you're already in. Nice job. Great job, my friend. Okay, look. Part 1 complete here, right? That bearish closure. We need a range, and we need a closure below. For that range. So, can we get some of this? 15's done part 1 here. This will be part 2. That closure, but a respect of that area, and then a closure back below or back above. I just trail stops and profit on the 1-minute structure on the trade until the trade is toast. Okay, nice job. Congrats. Hey, gang, if you're on the Zoom side, turn on your cameras. I want to take a picture. I want to take a little screenshot for IG. Let's all pose. I want to take a little screenshot for IGs that I'm just glad to be back trading with the gang instead of fucking explosive diarrhea in Colombia. I mean, nobody minds a little anal leakage, right? But yeah, Turk in the building. Let's go. Jordan in here. We're gonna need some pictures with the face cam guys. Who's got a camera? Who's on face cam? I'm gonna take a little IG picture here. Hey, Jay in the building. There we go. Oh, Jay, bro. You want to do a face reveal? Oh, all right. I see your fingers. I see a hand. I see a hand. Wait. We can do that. Dr. Holmes, bro. This shit looks like a fucking sonogram. Whose baby that is right there? Dr. Holmes over there fucking being a gynecologist. Yo, can we get some more people on cam here? Bro, where are you guys? Nobody got face cams? What's going on?
I got a camera on my laptop, but
I just want a quick
I'm
picture,
connected
man.
I'm connected to the PC or like the monitor, so like my laptop like sits down like under my monitor, so I can't.
All right, let's do this. How do I get rid of this list? Right there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Make it look pretty here. Hey, Dr. Holmes in the building. All right, I like this. All right, well. I guess that's what we're gonna take a screenshot with. I'll break y'all screens if you see me. He said, I whip my shit out, the whole fucking stream get dark. Right, hold on. Everybody smile. Smile and look at the camera. Fucking do this. Wait. Hold on. That was a good one. Hold on. Let's do the... Turek had the right idea. Let's do it. All right. 3, 2, 1. No, wait. Fuck, that didn't work. Hold on, do it again. The lighting is off. Hold on. There we go. I got this. Let's do it again. I'm just kidding. And hold it for like 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Right. No, that's a bad picture. Hold on. Do it again. I look like I'm dumb blower right now. What the hell? Did the smile go? All right. One. Last one. Look. I swear, last one. And hold it. Yeah, boy. W. That's a W. Send that. You guys are gonna be he's gonna be famous. He's gonna be on the IG.
You got it?
Yeah. We got it.
All right.
W.
I'm gonna go back to lifting.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Did you get in there? You get in the picture?
What? I did. I think so. You got it?
All right, hold on. Let me check. Because I got.
It should be.
What I do is I'll usually send the picture to my kid, my daughter. No. You're not in the picture.
What? My camera's
Oh
open.
no. You're on. You're in there. You are. I thought it was Chris talking.
Huh? You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
All right.
W. Thank you. Dope. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Very nice.
Okay. Very nice. My wife.
I like you.
My wife is the number 2 whore in Kazakhstan. My sister is number 1.
You know, what a great movie.
All right, let's get the trade in here. Let's get this fucking thing in here. What's NQ doing? Oh, boy. Yeah, I need this little range to form here. And the thing is, it might form on the 15, might form on the 30. It might form and not go anywhere because we're out of volume time. So I just want to see how this prints. Send me the Zoom link. No, that's exclusive. That's exclusive. If you find your access to it, man, you can consider yourself a winner. You've won. You find the access to the Zoom, you fucking won in life. What has trading done to you? Made him profitable, bro. Yo, like, things trading has done for me. You know what it does? It opens up a world of possibilities. People are like, oh, you trade, you day trade. No, most traders use trading as a tool to open up a wide world of possibilities. Because you don't wake up, you know, one day in life and you're like, I want to be a professional trader. That's like really my identity. No, like people like fall into that identity because of their preconceived notions of what it is. And like, right? You're not predisposed to be, you don't have a predisposition to being a fucking day trader. You're just like, you're failing to understand that like, this isn't the be all end all. Just like whatever you're doing isn't the be all end all and not the only way to make it. But because of how money is made in trading, and because of how much time it consumes if you're a profitable trader, or how little time you actually need to make money, the rest of that time is freed up by so much that you have no choice but to consume it with other things. And a lot of times it's a world of possibilities, whether it's a new hobby, whether it's working on your health, on your wealth, on your family, traveling, building another business, like going and becoming a porn star. I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to do. It just opens up a world of possibilities that you would not be open to you had you not been profitable and spent all your time consumed with how to make money, how to save money, how to spend money, how to be frugal with money, where not to spend it all, what can I buy, what can't I buy, what can I afford, what can't I afford, how do I tell my kids no on this, yes on that. Like, all of that time that you spent throughout the day thinking about that is now freed up to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And that's where you realize that, man, this isn't the be all end all. I could do whatever the fuck I want. Like, yeah, I make money here, but this isn't this isn't your identity. You know what I mean? Your identity is to maximize your output, right? Maximize, get good at everything that you're doing. Oh, you're doing this now? Oh, you know, you're probably really good at that. So you want to be known as the guy that's really good at whatever he does, regardless of what you're doing, right? Oh, you're a day trader, that's you. That's it. That all he just trades. Like, yeah, you're really good at that, but then like whatever you do, other things, you want to be really good at that. And now you have the opportunity to do that because you've just freed up so much time with trading. It's a tool, right? This is a tool. This isn't your identity. You don't want to be known for anything? Well, how about that? Trading lets you do that. Here's the thing. Some people trade to be known, to become famous. Some people trade to go off the grid. Some people trade for the exact opposite reason, to disappear. Some people trade to get on everybody's radar. So that becomes their identity. But there are people that trade just to disappear. And I'm not talking about the brokers of offshore companies that fucking trade just to disappear with your money. I'm talking about some people trade just so they can have the option and the opportunity to disappear and not have to care about anyone else and be responsible to other people and go to a job and work with employees, employers, customers, HR. Some people just want to get away from that. Nothing here, gang. We're creating a range. We're going to look for this to come back up a little bit. Create that range. Yeah, there's nothing happening here. There's no structure just yet. No sells here, no top wicks, nothing. Yeah, the only valid position was the one that we saw. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this either. Hey, did make that bottom wick there. That's interesting. Oof. Too late now. That was not bad. Right into there. I wonder how that formed. Bottom wick first, yeah. Top wick, bottom wick. That's lovely, actually. That's not bad. Didn't give you much, though, right? Yeah, 30 close bears. Didn't give you much. Definitely would have been break even after that top wick into that area. That would have been a break even position. Mirage, FN, hey, Wicks, long time no see. W, thank you for coming through. Some trade to get in Jeannie's pants without her knowing they're in them. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? That's me for real, just to disappear? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna give you, it's a tool that's gonna give you the opportunity to do that. Like, you can do whatever you want with it. The fact that it frees up so much time and becomes like a weapon in, you know, in your arsenal. Some trade to support their OnlyFans addiction. Some trade to support fucking Lola that works at 11. I mean, hey, if Lola's working at 11, she don't need your help. If you're employed by 11, you don't need help. But somebody just working to support, you know, the homegirl that's next on stage. Next, coming to the stage, we have Sapphire and Ruby.
Hey, I mean, our country is known for 20% of women to be on OnlyFans, which is actually diabolical.
Only pips. Only pips. UK, you know what pushes me sometimes, because I see most dumbest people can trade. Why can't I do it? You can. And that should be your motivation. These knuckleheads, like, you know who motivated me? Raja Banks, right? Because I always thought to myself, if this fucking knucklehead can do it, if this fucking idiot is fucking doing this fucking thing, my friend, fuck, I can fucking do it. And like, shout out to him. He was a goofball, and it kind of motivated me to be like, man, these fucking, like, in my head, like, it's not really what I think because it kind of sounds fucked up, right? Roger's gonna hear this and gonna be like, fuck that guy. But in my head, like, you know, if I'm being on it, if I'm keeping it a buck, it was like, this moron can do it. I can fucking play this shit, right? But like, obviously not a moron. Obviously, pretty shrewd dude, pretty intelligent. By the way, let's see if rajabanks.com goes to wix9.com. Can somebody confirm when you go to rajabanks.com, does it go to wix9.com? Somebody try it right now. Somebody go to rajabanks.com and tell me what it says. It's... Hold on a second, chat. How can a... It still goes, right? So how can the man actually like me or respect me when he's over there trying to fucking buy his own domain and it goes to wix9.com? There's no way we can be friends, right? There's no way we can be friends after that. Now here's the thing. Whoever did that also owns wix9.com because I don't own it. Yo, somebody's out there doing business on the side, yo. He's just causing trouble in the industry. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. It'd be a really dope troll, but I didn't do it. It would be a really funny troll if I did that. But for some reason, rajabanks.com goes to wix9.com. And it wasn't me that did it. And try explaining to Raja that it wasn't me. I thought y'all were partners this whole time? No. But I know for a fact Raja hates me just because of that domain thing. And I don't know who did it. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, what does he own? Dominion? I'm just gonna open domain markets. Dominion markets? Domain markets. Don had it, but somebody switched it from Don to me. Right? Somebody realized that this is gonna be a much longer battle than it needs to be. Hold on. You're looking for that closure. $183. No, bro. I would really rather retest the highs while we've made highs here. You would rather see a support form. If it comes down there, you would rather see it do something like this. Here, I'll show you. Right? If you're looking for closure below here, right? you're not wrong, but because of the overall bias, you're better off letting that happen and getting that fake out, right? You're better off letting this play out. Now you need buys back up above here. So your job is just to wait for that position with the bias. And once you get that, this would be a better trade than taking the sell on the break here. This would make more sense. And then if you look to the higher time frame, that would start flipping. Look, we move this over, right? That position right here, that we would be the bottom wick, and that would start flipping the hourly to start coming back up, start flipping the 4 hour, right? So you'd rather be in that buy coming up than trading against this 4 hour down, even though there's plenty of room to correct. But you're going to want that range 2 breakout if you're going to head back against the trend, against the bias, right? Against structure. You really want to trade this with structure. So I feel you, Jay, in terms of getting ahead of it. But I think if you give it extra time, if it starts breaking those lows, you'll get a much better buy position than the earlier sell position. But right now, you see it came back down here. It kind of makes sense there on a rebreak of the highs. It came back down like the leg candle play, right? Filled the body of the previous candle. Didn't need the wick, just the body where the range ends, and rebreak of the highs. So really technical here in the way that came back up. Of course. Can you pay for my field trip? Oh, your hair is so wet. Come here, look. Isn't she lovely? Just like 1 minute. Oh, I never thought that love could be. You are one pretty lady. You should be very proud of yourself. You know that? You should be very proud of yourself. Your ability to surprise me and grow and try your hardest every day is incredible. I'm not just proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. Okay? Okay? Go. Love you. I will. Give me. I'm gonna need that paper so I can scan it and I'll pay for it. Came over here. She's like, I'm like, what? She's like, pay for my field trip. You kid, learn trade early. That's the baby. That's the baby. What's up, kiddo? Come here. This is the baby, actually. Come here. Come on. Oh, the baby's here. Oh. Stop biting me. Whoa. Bro. All right, get off. You're too big. Too big. Okay. That was Wix 11, Wix 12. Where's Wix 10? Come here. Got the whole gang here. Everybody in here. Do I like it? What is that? Did you finish your homework? Hold on. You did all the words 3 times each? Did you do 5 sentences? Tomorrow you got to put the words in order. And then we're doing math, okay? Okay. Love you. That's really cool that you did that, the arts and crafts thing. That's your best one so far? Yeah, it looks really cool. Do me a favor, close the door. All 4 of you. That's crazy. Yeah. My 3 daughters, the dog, and the bearded dragon are all in here. It's a fucking full house in my office. You want to say hi? Wave. Do a wave. Just a little drive-by. No, get in here for a sec. Hi. That's my professional volleyball player right there. Yeah, he's learning how to serve and spike right now. Yeah. Woohoo. Bro, you near hard stop loss? No. I'm just playing. I'm playing the high. I'm at the high stakes table while you guys are at the low stakes table. Right? This trading shit, I told you guys earlier. Whatever we do here is really the low stakes table, right? Once you have kids, once you're raising a family, once there are human beings depending on you to feed them, or they'll go hungry and starving, or like, or that are dependent on you to live, right? That's the high stakes table. Every kind of risk that you take in life is really arbitrary, right? It's trivial in comparison to this, right? Everything is trivial. Every game, every bet, every gamble in life is trivial in relation to this high stakes table of, family, kids. And when you realize that, like, that you're playing at the high stakes table, you're really locked the fuck in. So I wouldn't say I'm near hard stop loss. I would just say I'm sitting at the high stakes table. That push back up. Yeah, you see how, like, if it broke down here, how much more sense the fake out would have made here if that's what happened. You did. I never came up with that top wick. 15 close, really no bottom. It's probably going to form a range within this area. I'm really curious to see how we close here. I'm paying attention to this because if we can close with no bottom wick here, I would like to look for a buy limit right off this area. To look something like this, right? We can go to buy limit. Like this. We'll look for stops below here. EP back up at the top of the range. And that'll be it. But I really want the charts to, I want price action here to help us out a little bit, right? I want the candles to kind of line up for what we want to see. And if we can see this closure with no bottom wick, aka no range to go down, and the next candle opens up with a bottom wick, I would love to take it off this level, expecting it to bounce right back up. We still have another 12 minutes here on this 1 hour candle. Let's see what happens. And if that's a possibility, if that happens, we'll take advantage of it. If not, we'll call it a session and we'll pack it up. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me. That's a sin. Get up, stand up. Come on, throw your hands up. If you got the feeling, jump up towards the ceiling. Jump around. Jump up, jump up. I don't know. I probably skipped half the song. It's been a long time since I heard that shit. Yeah, back in the 1900s, man, that used to be the banger. The shiznit. You guys remember that? Oh, that's the shiznit. Shiznit? Say that shit to my kids, they'd be like, Dad, you're weird. Shiznit. Fuck is a shiznit? Boy, am I happy to be back. There's a few ways this can play here, right? Maybe we close right at resistance, so then we'll have to take that. Probably off this wick. We shall see. Hey, the vape fell under the bed. Oh, I'm almost done. Hold on. It rolled under the bed. Hold on a second, chat. Top one still can't trade gold. You can. I believe they opened it up, but at lower lots, I guess. Lower. I think you have to, because the margins increased. Yeah, your leverage is less. I'm pretty sure on the fundeds you can't, but because this is a live account, Top One Live, I don't think they've activated on the live yet. It was honestly, it was the last thing when I was leaving Colombia, Clay walked over to me. He's like, yeah, we opened up gold trading. Clay from Top One, he walked over. He's like, yo, we opened up gold trading. I was like, on the live accounts? He's like, oh, yeah, I think so. I was like, all right, you guys got to check. And apparently, no, it's not. Let's see. Do we get a little help here? Yeah, I'm paying attention. If we get a closure with no bottom wick here on Sarali, I'm going to click this buy limit right here. Top on legit? Yeah. I just spent the week in Colombia with the owners. Yeah. And they got pretty deep pockets. So if you're afraid of getting paid out or not getting paid out, and I'm also willing to put my brand behind that promo, right? So like when shit goes down and if shit goes bad, right, you guys obviously come to me, Wix, like, oh, what the fuck, like you vouch for him, right? I understand the kind of scrutiny I'd open myself up to if shit went bad with them, and I am still out here putting my brand behind it, and I'm not the only one. A bunch of other streamers are as well, and a bunch of influencers are as well, who care about their community, right? So yeah, I wouldn't do that unless I was you know, I was very confident. I know them personally. I've met them on many occasions. I know their intent. I know how they do business, and I know that there's deep pockets in terms of people getting paid out. They run the business the right way to stay in business. They don't fuck around, and they don't look for reasons to not pay people out. Like, we've had long, deep conversations about how to make their brand better, what traders are looking. They reach out all the time. That's another thing. They reach out all the time just to find out, like, what are people in the community saying? What can they do better, right? That would you know, make them the prop firm of choice for everyone. It's constant and consistent that behavior on their end, right? And their vision and what things are, you know, what they're planning for. Like, it's just I can get on board with that, and I would be completely confident because I'm not steering you, knowing I'm not steering you in the wrong direction. They're a prop firm. They're not a brokerage. They don't need to be regulated. So as far as prop firms go, yeah, that would be the prop firm of choice. Also, big things coming. Besides opening gold back up, which I believe they're already done on fundeds, real accounts, live accounts probably be next week. But Trade C is actually in the works. So this is something they are already working on. Before I ever brought it up on the trip, that was already something that they're having in the works. And the way he explained it to me, it's just, there's got to be enough. Okay, the way they explained it to me, because of how expensive Trade C is, their licensing, what might happen is Trade C feels are horrendous. You're the first person I've ever heard say that. Everyone else has been saying it's incredible compared to what we're dealing here on TradingView. But because Trade C is so expensive to license, more expensive than Project X, more expensive than TradingView, TradeAvape, Ninja Trader, Yeah, see, Trade C is great. Everyone, I've never heard a person say Trade C is bad until right now. B's eyes said it. Anyway, because it's so expensive to license, it might not make sense for them to provide it for you unless you pay a fee. But I told them, I was like, hey, I don't think people are gonna have a hard time, let's say, dishing out $10 fee to be able to use Trade C. I would pay 10, I would pay 50, I would pay $20 to be able to use Trade C over TradingView, right? If you pay a fee on top of what you bought their account, it would just make sense. Yeah, charge me an extra $10, offer Trade C, and I'll take it. And that would offset the difference between the licensing of Project X or TradingView and Trade C, right? Took trades on Trade C and Project X, gave me perfect fill. Me too. Trade C sometimes fills me where the candle hasn't even touched. I don't have that experience. I've had that experience here with TradingView, not with Trade C. That exact experience that you're describing, I had with TradingView. Now with Trade C, I've never traded Trade C, but from everyone saying it's exactly like Project X, and I had a great experience on Project X.
Yeah, I trade C. I use it all the time. Man.
Yeah, so like if it's anywhere near there, like, man.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I love it.
TradingView is not so good. No, TradingView for charting is great. For executing trades, terrible. Also, I traded with Lucid Tracy, 5 accounts, lost 400 on the leader account, lost 800 on my other 4 copy trade accounts. Message their support. Because Tracy uses Rhythmic, but I've been using since last week, and it's awesome. Gold might play out. Oh, like that's a different story here. This candle's already tapped resistance here. This is a different story. Yeah, I'd still rather look for support here. Right now, right? Because I think we need to retest the highs. Technically get rid of all of this, right? Remove the drawings here. Let's see. So we've established a new resistance here, and then we retested it, came down here. What we want to do is establish a support. Let's go to the most recent level right there. Right? Okay, perfect. If we can come down here, establish a support, I'll look for buys. Things get really interesting. You might also, what I would not look for is a limit order, because look, every time you drive through this area, look at this drop. Not really a reaction from this area, especially the last time. Look at that. Disrespectful. So yeah, it might see a reaction here, but I'd rather see a support actually close, right? Might have to call it. Yeah, I'm gonna see right here in about a minute what it looks like. Setting up so.
Well, the crude oil trade for me, I got out early as hell. And
I want to see how we open up. We open up straight up, it's gonna get really difficult for that buy. Gold looking very similar to the fucking. Respected that level here too. Maybe a tap of these areas, but a closure back bullish. You see the level over here runs across, respected it. So maybe we can tap the most recent, but still close above that overall area, and then we'll look for buys up here. Yeah, those buy limits are kind of out of the question for me now. I wanted this to, first of all, we wanted this to close with no bottom wick, which it didn't. But if we close like this and opened up with a bottom wick, I see all these rejections. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that push. What I'm not okay with is this opening up, because now those limits are out of the question. And while we still might come down here, we're at a previous area of resistance that could be a support forming. And if it breaks down through here, I can't take that limit off here. So I would need this to completely set up again, right? We need new structure. We need a support form down here, or support and then a break of that support to look for trades down, or this to pull up back above the range, right? So this is now creating the 1 hour range, and not what we want to see here. So NQ is out of the question here over the next few candles. Gold, let's look at gold. Break of that high would be a 4 hour driving, 2 hour driving. No top wick there, opened up with a top wick. But the problem is we really opened up with not much of a wick, and we just closed here with not much. 20 pips. Yeah, outside of the position that we took, nothing looks really incredible. If we're gonna look for buys, you'd want this to come down 51.62 areas before coming back up bullish. So if this candle's able to drive down now, because there is a level that runs on the left here, we go back. But if we get that drive down, but still a closure back up, and we end up looking like this, yeah, I'm looking for buys up here. I'm looking for a bottom wick here, and I'm looking for buys to come up. Took anything? Yeah, we had buys really early in the session. Top wick first, so sells might play out to your limit. Bottom wick first would have it a better trade, yes. Stuck in the range, don't like it. I want buys, not selling up yet. Yeah, I want buys. Yeah, I'm right with you, Rich. I do want buys, but I want us to grab bottom wicks, grab orders, I want us to tap the most recent area here, not just the overall to the left, but I want us to tap based on the current price action, the levels that we've printed here, right? Our buy was right here earlier in the session, right? This candle right here that came up. So we might have that same level for a buy in a little bit, right? We just need to print here, and then eventually I think we'll get there. For my sells, they were interesting, but it pretty much filled the range on the previous 15, but we'll see. Yeah, I think based on the way we're printing here, I'm gonna call it a session. I'm done right now, baby. Let's go to bed. I'm gonna go put you to bed. I'm gonna call it a session here, gang. It looked pretty for a second. We did get a great trade in. If you guys took profits in there, congrats. Please drop a like, sub to the channel for that. And if you got some value out of this, if you enjoyed the conversation, if you enjoyed our input, the vibe here, please drop a like, sub to the channel. If you're new here, please drop a like, sub to the channel. If you forgot to do so, drop a like and sub to the channel. And right now, Trump speaking right now, Doral, Florida. Oh no, that's not. That's earlier. Sorry, that's earlier today. It also said live on TV. But outside of that, if like I said, if you're new here, drop a like, sub to the channel. If you got some value out of this, drop a like, sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I mean, there's no more flood in my house, right? Things are drying up. We should be live for the morning. Should be an interesting stream. I'm glad to be back. So happy to be back on streams with the gang. I feel like I'm in my, in my zone now. I feel like I'm back to normal. I was feeling a little out of it because when I'm not streaming, when I'm not doing this, when I'm not doing the charts, breaking it down, like I don't feel like myself. But now I do. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad we got trade under our belt. Great comeback. Tomorrow, same time, same place. I will be live in the morning at around 8:30, 8:45 a.m. Eastern. And yeah, there's no flood, so I'm staying at home tonight, right? There's no hotels, nothing. Everything's kind of drying up. Moldy, musty, but drying up. And tomorrow evening, we'll also run this Asian session, 8 p.m. Eastern, as we always do. Okay, gang? Doom gang, Signal Channel, I'm glad to, boy, am I glad to see all of you. Mods, all of you. Thank you for helping me run the stream. See you guys tomorrow. Chat. Love and wisdom to you all. See you guys for a New York session and Asia session mañana. All right? Hasta la pasta. Gang, as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. As always, thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate the welcome back. Thank you guys for hopping on Zoom. And appreciate the vibe here. Always enjoy the conversations. Always enjoy the intellectual honesty you guys bring to the table. And we'll look to keep it rocking tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Later.